Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. It is 8:46 a.m., February 17th, 2026, and we are covering the stock market open, which is currently red, I hear, in the pre-market. I also saw that there were some concerns about AI hyperscalers going cash flow negative. We need to talk about that. And we're going to go check out the general news over the weekend. How exciting, everybody. Buckle up. Did you guys have a wonderful weekend? I had a great weekend. All right. If you would like to support the channel, you can also join the membership, $5 a month. I answer all your comments. You can super chat me because you love me and I'm amazing. And you could even Venmo me a nice big fat tip if you wanted to. All right. Let's check it out, people. So, what's going on in the stock market? All right, we got the S&P 500 down. We got the SPY down, people. Woo, woo. The S&P 500 is down 0.43%. The U.S. total market, this is VTI, down 0.37%. I mean, look at this collapse, people, okay? This chart goes back to, like, April 2024. And we're up like 33% almost. Look at it's the collapse, bro. I want a real collapse. This ain't a freaking collapse. We got QQQ down. Oh, we got tech down almost 1%. Large cap tech, bro. We got VT. Ooh, actually underperforming the S&P 500 this morning. I'm not happy. Daddy is not happy. Not at all. VT's down 0.5 percentage point. Total international, this is international stunks, market cap weighted, down 0.68%. SCHD is up. It's having a good year. You know, it was lagging for a while, and then the market rotated. And now SCHD's rallying a little bit. So you're just a genius if you have SCHD, even if it's only one share. And then you have IWM, small caps, down 0.35%. So once again, we see the tech sell-off continue, but the market's been pretty resilient overall. I mean, there's not a single index or ETF that I'm looking at on this list that has collapsed, okay? We're far, far away from the Liberation Day lows, I can tell you that. All right, so stocks mostly red except for SCHD, bro. Okay, what's going on with cryptocurrency? We got Cardano, beautiful, or XRP, excuse me, beautiful chart here. Stockmo's getting his cheeks pushed in once again. XRP down 2%. Solana's down 1.5%. Cardano and Solana are like jumping back and forth here. Bitcoin, the big daddy. It's the original Bitcoin. It's the original crypto, so it's like worth so much more, bro. Trust me, bro. Bitcoin's down 0.5%, trading at 68,077. Ethereum is under 2,000. Is it bottoming? Should I buy the dip, guys? Ethereum is basically flat, actually a little bit green in the pre-market, trading under 2,000. Dogecoin's in the green. Wow, Dogecoin investors are smarter than VT investors. Dogecoin's up, bro. Trump coin's up. If you bought Trump coin, you're smarter than a VT investor. Bitmine immersion down 1.15%. And MicroStrategy continuing to sell off. Look at this beautiful chart, man. Woo! We're at the same level that we were back in September of 2024. Man, I'm sure all the MicroStrategy geniuses totally didn't buy it up here in the 300s. I'm sure you guys are all in the green. Shocker. So crypto's mostly red, but it's not a bad day. It's not a horrible red day for crypto. All right, let's look at large cap tech, bro. And yes, I put AMD in here. Actually, I'm gonna take out AMD. Why not? It's in another list. We got Apple up slightly in the pre-market, trading at 256.49. Nvidia's down just a little bit, trading at 181.68. Meta's up. Ooh, Meta's up. Trading at 641.10. Google's down over 1%. Are we selling off a little bit from their monster rally? I mean, look at this. Back during Liberation Day, The stock was 147.33, and it is more than doubled to where it's at right now. So if it sells off a little bit, I would not be surprised. All right, Amazon. Oh, Amazon's up a little bit. Amazon's been getting hammered, man, at least recently. So speaking of cash flow negative, Amazon is a company that guided for 2026 $200 billion of capital expenditures, and their free cash flow, or excuse me, their operating cash flow. Hold on a minute. Their operating cash flow for 2025, if it actually pops up, can we pop up here? My viewers are waiting. Let's go see their operating cash flow. So cash flow. Okay. So Amazon's operating cash flow in fiscal year 2025 was $140 billion. And they spent basically all their operating cash flow on capital expenditures. Change this number, maybe, move this up 10 or 15%, right? So you maybe got like 160 billion of operating cash flow. And then make this number 200 billion. Yeah, Amazon could go cash flow negative for a quarter. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, okay? If that was a permanent state of affairs, then yes. If that was a permanent state of affairs. But if it's temporary to flesh out whatever they got to buy to grow their business in the long run, it could work out for the company. But you could see, you probably will see Amazon go cash flow negative in fiscal year 2026. Now, in order to pay for these capital expenditures, if they're not paying it from operating cash flow, they can issue stock, they can raise debt, or they can tap into their balance sheet, which they have enough cash and short-term investments to do that, at least for next year. So it's not as catastrophic as you might think. You might see their cash equivalents and short-term investments go down next year. Maybe they'll raise some debt. I don't know. Maybe they'll issue some shares. I mean, I don't know. Have they been doing that recently? Where's their share count? Hello? Am I blind here? Where's the share count at? Oh, it's the balance sheet. Excuse me. You would think that would be on the balance sheet. Okay, so I mean, they've been. Why am I getting errors? God, what a pain in the butt. It looks like they've been issuing some shares over the last couple fiscal years, but it's not a crazy amount. So that's probably what they're going to do. Okay. But hey, the fear is that the investments don't pay off. If you think the investments now are going to pay off in the future, it's not a big deal. Okay. It could work out for you. So that's the question you have to ask yourself. Or you can just buy the index. All right. So then we have Microsoft. Oh, they're paying a dividend? Oh, the ex-dividend date of Microsoft is in 2 days. You better buy shares now so you can get that dividend. Oh. All right. Well, I don't know when the record date is, but okay. Microsoft's paying a 91-cent per share dividend. Microsoft's trading below $400 in the pre-market. We got Tesla down 1%. Can we drop a lot more, please? And we got Netflix up slightly. Netflix has been getting hammered, man. Absolutely hammered. Is anybody buying the dip, bro? Anybody buying the dip of Netflix? Let's zoom out and look at this chart. Man, it just went absolutely ballistic. Woo! All right. So big tech, mostly red, but nothing crazy. The YouTuber stocks, we got anything crazy on here? I'm looking to see if anything's going ballistic in the pre-market. No, I mean, Palantir's down just under 2%, trading at 129 in the pre-market. PP Pills, HIMS. Oh, look at that annihilation. We're at the annihilation station. HIMS is up 2%. That's a scary stock with the FDA specifically mentioning them and basically saying they're going to go after them. That's kind of scary. Reddit, Shreddit, my Reddit is down just under 1%. Robinhood down 1.55%. Robinhood's been selling off pretty steeply recently after that monster rally because Cloud Market AI saved all the grifters. So, and this you haven't seen nothing yet. If we go into a bear market, if crypto collapses even, this stock's going to get annihilated. Oh, please, Jesus. And we got quantum down a little bit in the pre-market. All right. Bonds, the fronds. We got intermediate term treasuries going up ever so slightly, and TLT going up ever so slightly. And of course, V-bill is flat, as always. So the reason treasuries are up slightly is because yields are coming down. And we're going to check those yields out in a minute, but they're coming down. I like it. I'm getting some nice juicy capital gains on my VGIT. And I actually put a just under a $3,000 order today. I had some cash left over. So, yeah, Daddy's sitting pretty good on his treasuries and his global diversification. I feel like a moron. Am I a moron? Everybody else is in these like highly volatile, high beta clown stocks. I'm in a total world index, market cap weighted, and intermediate and short-term treasuries. I think I'm the clown here. I'm missing out, bro. Excuse me. All right. Commodities. Oh, gold and silver selling off. Oh, Jesus. Oh, gosh. We got gold down 3%, but gold's been very resilient. And silver, not as resilient after their monster rally, down almost 5%. And we got oil down about 0.5%. So red on the commodities. All the gold shills get their cheeks clapped. Let's look at the silver shills at least. Let's look at the sectors. So we got financials flat. We got consumer discretionary flat. We got tech selling off. Tech's having a rough couple months. Consumer staples are flat. Industrials down ever so slightly, but still monster rally. You can see the rotation. It's obvious. You can see all the money's flowing from tech into consumer staples, utilities, et cetera, et cetera. We got energy up almost 1%. Energy's been cooking, baby. We got healthcare flat. Real estate's up almost 0.5%. And then utilities slightly down. Ooh, imagine if you were just diversified into all of these in one ETF. And you didn't have to time when the rotation would happen. It's easy, bro. Just time the rotation, bro. All right, we got Gillabong here. Gill's in the green. He gets his own little special tab. I should make you start paying me, boy. All right, let's look at the chip stocks. NVIDIA down 1%. Broadcom down just under 2%. Microdong down 2.25%, trading at 402.39 after a monster rally. ASML down a little bit. CoreWeave down almost 4%. Not a fan of this stock. I'll say that every video. Very risky. Very risky. If we get some AI drama, we get a big sell-off because of AI, I think CoreWeave's going to get clapped pretty significantly. AMD down 2%. Intel, after a monster rally, thanks to a government bailout, basically, down almost 3%. And Qualcomm, quicker to buy the Qualcomm. Qualcomm's down just under 1%. All right, we can briefly look at healthcare. Most everything's flat in the pre-market, basically. Biggest loser this morning is Elevance Health, down 0.71%. Not a big deal. Payments, Visa and MasterCard are down ever so slightly. PayPal's up, baby. PayPal's up, trading at $40.40. Had a tough time. And finally, we got the subscriber requested stocks. Now, if you want your stock added to this list, and we check it every single morning and every single afternoon, then guess what? You got to pay me $5 either through Venmo or a super chat. And I'll add your stock here. We'll check it every morning and every afternoon as long as the market's open. Yes, I'm not doing the market open if the market's closed. Okay, people? Yeah.
You know, you didn't do market open yesterday when the market was closed? You're a fraud.
All right, we got Talkspace stock up, trading at $3.80 in the pre-market. They got their earnings coming up in 2 days. How exciting. I guess we could check those out. SCHK, it's a Schwab 1000 ETF, down. It's jumping around. I can't even track it. Down 0.61%. We got the total U.S. market, ITOT, down just under 1%. Pepe Coin, the future of finance, up. Excuse me. I need to blow my nose. We got energy. The Select Sector Spider Fund, XLE, is up very slightly in the pre-market. We got Avuv, The Avantis US Small Cap Value ETF. Excuse me. It's the future, bro. Small cap value, bro. That's down ever so slightly, but it's had a good year. I mean, it's been doing pretty good. We got Corning Monster Rally iPhone glass stock down about 2% or 1.5%. Nothing crazy. Opening up at 131.26. We got Fiverr in just an utter annihilation over the last couple of months. I mean, it's in December, it was trading at 35.35. Now it's at 14.34. Woo! Fiverr's got their earnings coming up tomorrow. And we got Zone. Are we in the zone? Focus, guys. We got to get in the Dogecoin treasury zone. Up 2.46%. Okay. Wow. Nice stocks. So like I said, you want to add your stock to this? We check it morning and afternoon. $5. Pay me. Thank you. And finally, we got my portfolio. Look at this awful, irresponsible, clownish loser portfolio. VGIT up 0.2%. VT down ever so slightly, 0.27%. And VBill shockingly is flat. All right, so that's the market. It looks like slightly green in the stock market, or slightly red, excuse me. Nothing crazy there. And in the crypto markets, we got slight red, but basically a boring morning. I didn't see any massive fluctuations in any stocks. I mean, besides gold and silver selling off 3-4%, kind of a quiet morning. All right, let's do some member-only comments, and then we will go check out the other items in the market open. Welcome back, everybody. Did you miss me from yesterday? TLT's on fire, destroying SPY, surpassing Great VT by 1%. The Great VT, thank you, Gil. If only someone warned and shouted to buy TLT. I should have sold my entire portfolio, incurred massive capital gains to buy long-term treasuries. Say what? Year-to-date, TLT is performing better than VT. Oh, dang. I should have listened to you, Gil. What am I doing with my life? Smiley face. Real. What's up, Why So Blue Tube? They're doing network maintenance here, and I thought I wouldn't be able to get in on the opening bell with Long Dong. Well, here you are. You made it. My auto investment day today into VT, Gil. I do not have an auto investment, sadly. I'm just cash poor. I'm cash poor. Let me see. I've checked my checking account here. Yeah, my only income left this month. I'm getting my YouTube check in a couple of days. And then I'm getting maybe a couple tax retainers. And that's basically it. Oh, a client paid me. Nice. Very nice. All right, hold on. Why can't I see my transactions? Why is my account not showing? Someone hacked my account? All right, my account's like glitching out. It's not even showing the transactions. Oh, I got paid by 2 clients. Ooh. $1,600. Oh, daddy. Daddy likey. Which reminds me, I need to pay a referral fee. I got a referral for one of those clients. I'm thinking of doing a blend or just doing, wow, Gil's doing VT. Shocker. They have a separate account for cloud trade. There you go. That's the right way to do it. VGT, SEHD, VX. Why? You just get VT. You don't need all these stupid ETFs. Something like that if I don't do VT. Just do VT, dude. I don't know how long you're going to hold it. I know you. You probably hold it for like 2 days, but Gil, hands off, almost always approach into my portfolios for decades. Muni bonds twice a month, like a clock. Only if I have extra cash, I'm still getting into equities, preferably. Yeah, if I start making a ton of money off YouTube and tax, I might look into munis. But right now, it ain't worth it based on after-tax yield. That's important, people. After-tax yield. All your bonds, your treasuries, paying interest, and you pay tax on it. And if you had a CPA who could help you figure out what percentage of your income was government, so you could subtract that on your state tax return, that would be very nice for you. But you don't want to pay for that. You don't want to save taxes. Who cares? You don't want to pay a CPA. Why would you do that? Nice discipline. I kind of wish I started that years ago. I know the opportunity cost I've lost. Oh, Gil's admitting he's gotten his cheeks clapped. Wow. Are you being enlightened right now, Gil? There are many roads to Dublin. The hardest part is never changing directions. Oh, that's inspiring. True, brother. Gil's learning. Gil's changing his mind. We'll see. We'll see. Gil, ask yourself, how many years until retirement? If you had more than 20 years, you ain't seen nothing. I would even think about bonds or commodities or any other crap at your age. Or wouldn't? Yeah. I mean, if you got decades and decades and decades, you could just, I think stocks are just fine. You don't need to have like bonds. If you're not retiring for 30 years, more than 20 years, good. So you know what to do. I'm on TLT now since the opportunity. Then I will slowly DCA to abroad. Gil, wow. Did you bump your head? Destroying my accounts did make me want to increase my income, but it's in kind of increasing it to make up for it. Having both would have been a beauty. Is that the strategy? You keep blowing up your account, so it motivates you to make more money? Is that the trick? Got 20 years for that route. DCA is mathematically underperforming lump sum. Just get in and hold. Yeah, it really depends. It's an emotional thing. As I said, Silver Shore was on my actual big trades. I'll do lumps. Good job, Gil. Testes, 1, 2, 3. Someone posted a comment, but unfortunately, because they're not a member, I can't read it. I can't read non-member comments. That sucks. Dang. If only you paid $5 a month, I could read all your comments. How unfortunate, people. Dang. I know, $5 a month is crazy. 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil. Test. Pokemon versus VT. Pokemon cards or VT? I don't know. If only I kept my cards from grade 7. When I was a young kid, I had a tantrum, and I flushed some holographic Pokemon cards. I threw them in my toilet. I don't know why I had a tantrum, but I did. And I threw a Charizard, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur into my toilet. Yeah. I probably could have made a couple $100 off those. The amount of SHD shares I could have bought. I know. That's right. Why are you 15 minutes late started? I started exactly when I wanted to, Alan. Slacking off. Man. Let's see. Alan, good morning. Strawman, you've got 30 more years of doing this, and you're already slacking. Look, I start whenever I want. I'm self-employed, Alan. Okay. You're in that wagey mindset. I could just skip this if I wanted to. Okay? I could just skip this, Alan. I'm self-employed. How's your wagey cage? You sitting in your little office right now in your little tie? Yes, boss. I'll get the report right to you. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Good morning. Breaking that 90. That's great, Gil. Good morning. I can't wait for the bond market to outperform BT. Well, funny enough, I have bonds. It's almost like I'm massively diversified. But I won't get any credit for that. See, even though I have over 6 figures in bonds, if VT sells off, I will get 0 credit for having bonds. Okay? Only grifters get credit. I don't get credit for anything. When VT outperforms, I don't get any credit. When VT goes down, but I have bonds, I don't get credit for that. I never get credit. I'm just a clown. Okay. They will use cash, or I don't see them doing cash flow negative. It's possible. It's 6 a.m. Good morning. 5:55 in California. Crazy. I just keep buying Amazon. Me too, in VT. Over what time period? Why so Bluetooth? Strongman probably had to take a mango-sized dump. That's why he was late. I had to get some coffee. Oh. No, I usually start these 8:30, 8:45. Really depends on the news day. I mean, today there's not much to talk about, just being honest. So, yeah, I just load up on Amazon right now. Heading to McDonald's for breakfast, but I'll listen to this clown show on my... God, you're such an Amerifat. Smart man for having some bonds. Finally, you listen to... Yeah, the reason I bought bonds was you, Gil. Dan called me a clown for holding TLT. Uh-oh. Intermediate term bonds for the win. Yeah, it's just less risk. I like it. I mean, yeah, I might have lower returns, even if yields go down massively, but I'm not going to get utterly annihilated if yields go back up. So it's a nice little middle ground. I don't like the long end. Market hasn't reacted to the report. The reports have been cooked to look good. No, I trust the reports. We called the top of the stock market Bitcoin, silver, and gold, and the bottom of bonds, but that's clownish, I guess. Yeah, you sound like a trader. You're a clown. TLT is fine. However, new bond issuance is dependent on what world governments are willing to buy. The midterm rate will stay high 4%, keeping prices in check. I mean, the big risk with long-term bonds is that rates go back up. Then you could get hurt. Gil, I didn't answer regarding if VT is only one broad market. No, Gil, this is one of my recent positions since 2017. Majority is in VT SAX and VT IAX, which is basically VT. Have you looked at if you would have bought individual companies, how much you would have? God, if you just bought the companies that went up a lot, you would have made so much more money. Just go back to the past and buy the stocks that went up a lot. It's so easy, bro. I have VTIX and VSGIX. These are the ones I have via my wagey job. Yeah, you gotta pick what you can. I just rolled over my last job's 401k. I am done. I am done with having all these freaking accounts. I might just pay Robinhood to transfer my my frozen shares out. I'm sick of getting all these 1099s. I'm sick of having all these freaking accounts. I might actually move my Robinhood account over to Fidelity. He would have done better, but that's not the point of passive investing. Lots of losers picking individual stocks and exit the market because they're losers. No, they always win, bro. Everybody beats VT 100%. No, you can't teach old dog new tricks. Funny, since most, if not all, the super investors aren't 100%. I don't care what the super investors do. I don't care. That's how they justify being super investors. If you're a super investor, you have to pick stocks. Otherwise, what's the point of you being a super investor? Oh, they understand management fees. That's what they understand. The general public aren't super investors. What even super investor means. You don't need to be a super investor to understand. Common sense is all you need. Strawman, did you get your army check? Wasn't it like $4,000? Yeah, it came out to $3,500. Not bad. The gross pay was $4,000. And then after like Social Security and like the life insurance and the Medicare, it was like $3,500. So Daddy had a little bit of extra money sitting around this month. Very nice. All right, heading to McDonald's, $800 per client. Yeah, that's pretty good fees. Yeah. What do you know about tax fees? I agree, but again, that's not the general public. Good grief, that's under the minimum salary, bro. What? Because I 2 clients paid me $1,600 total. Are you extrapolating that as like my annual salary? You're such a clown. Jeremy started to voice his opinion, his options on admitting grifters, taking notes from strong. What did Jeremy? Opinion. I might react to that. Where'd you see that? Let's see. I'm asking my rich friends to buy VT so the price goes up and I get rich. Yeah. You're trying to pump your own VT, bro. Arbitrage, bro. Gil is a clown. Lose 6 figures like a clown. It's called turning a negative into a positive. I'm skipping non-member comments. Dang, that sucks. That sucks. My motivation was long ago was child support plus 2 other kids plus mortgage plus many others and bills. Survived and thrived. Yeah, you gotta pay for those children. Alan and his wagey mindset. True, he is a wagey.
You were late.
Oh, what do you mean late? How am I late? This isn't a wagey job. I could do whatever I want. LOL. I can almost picture Alan at his wage cage. Oh, he's like he's a little softy. His clothes probably don't fit properly. He's got weak little tiny arms. That's actually scary that strongman is holding bonds. Well, whatever I buy, you have to short. 300 pounds, brick wall. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I think Mr. DH is fat. I mean, he gives all the signs. He's going to McDonald's every morning. I don't think you have that much muscle. Lose weight. You're not 6'5", you're 6'2". You should be 260. Which treasury ETF is best for short-term liquidity? I mean, there's a couple, SGov, VBill, and there's probably a couple other ones out there, but those are all like, just look for 0 to 3 month treasuries and low expense ratio. And preferably has a lot of assets under management, so it's liquid. There's a need in the market for monetization of bowel movements, taking a dump. That same garbage at McD's, I'm making at home with better ingredients. 800 per client is pretty good. Well, one was a corporation, so it was more. And then one was like an easy return, so it was a lot less. But they averaged out. 800 per client is great. The corporation's where you make your money. Yesterday's video, he said Burry is using a mint to grift his paid service and talking about having more hobbies than stocks. Oh, what are Jeremy's hobbies? Spending money on nonsense? I should go check that out. Dude, 6'2" at 260 is massive. Not sure, Hans. I hope he's on a treadmill. I'm a beast. I'm saying this because I care about you. Well, that's nice. All right. Well, that's all the comments for now. Let's go check out and see what's going on for earnings. So this morning, we got some earnings. We got Medtronic reporting this morning. Palo Alto, we'll cover them at the close. Let's see. Energy Transfer this morning. Fun. Kenvue at the close. Maybe we'll cover them as well. Let's see. LabCorp, Leidos, Genuine Parts. It's kind of lame earnings today. Watsco, Toll Brothers. I guess we can cover them as well. There's a couple stocks we'll cover at the market close. I don't know if we'll get to the Daily Clown report today. We'll see. Waystar, Caesars Entertainment. Yep. Bell Fuse Incorporated. Kind of boring earnings. Trying to see if I see anything that's like, oh my God, it's a YouTube stock. No. 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 Nothing. Boring day of earnings, but we will cover some at the close. All right, let's see what Donald Trump posted this weekend. I have not been tracking his Truth Social. We'll see if there's anything that applies to the stunk market here. The Reverend Jesse Jackson. He's a reverend. Let's see. All right, I don't care about that. Being perfectly honest. Anything? Or he's just shilling a bunch of congressmen here. He's endorsing a bunch of congressmen and senators. Wow. Okay, is there anything about the stock market? Can we levy tariffs and cause stock market drama, please? Yep, nothing but shilling a bunch of different congressmen. Lame. All right, so I don't see anything stock market applicable here. So, God, he went on a posting frenzy. He had all of these prepared. He was just copying and pasting and posting. Good Lord. All right, nothing there. All right, Fed Watch. Let's refresh this. FOMC meeting is in 29 days and 4 hours. Oh, there's a 90% chance that rates stay the same and a 10% chance that they get cut 25 basis points. So no change over the weekend. Okay. The DXY. Why is it not showing? Let me refresh this. Come on. Oh, the dollar's up a little bit. Yeah, we got a little bit of recovery in the DXY versus other currencies. Up 0.26%. Okay. Nice. And then treasury yields. Let's refresh this. Let's see where treasuries are trading at. Well, I can see why intermediate and long-term treasuries are coming down. In the past month, the 10-year has come down by 18 basis points. The 5-year has come back down by 21 basis points. There's a lot of I think the duration of my treasury ETF is like mostly between 5 and 10. So making a little bit of capital gains there. And then even the 30-year is down 16 basis points in the last month. So if you have long-term bonds, you are getting capital gains. Very nice. All right. I think that it's kind of a boring morning. I'll be perfectly honest. Kind of boring. But we'll cover earnings tonight. Let's see. All right, where did we leave off? Man, you members are really posting a lot. What's wrong with you? Both very unhealthy. Rather be 260U. All right, Gil's giving fitness advice. Just got a steak bagel from McLarge. Took a big bite. Blood oozing out. Ew. Whipped the car around. Had it remade. Told them they're going to annihilate. You should sue them, bro. Win $1 billion. I have to start cutting back. Yeah, maybe you should. Okay. Have some Cheerios for breakfast, you Amerifat. You should do a keto diet. That's why I'm snotty all the time. Freaking kids. If you like eating meat. I'm 6'2", 195. Never felt better in my life. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to work out this afternoon. It's actually going to be like in the 50s this afternoon. So I'm going to go run outside after lunch. Oh, and then for lunch, I'm having a delicious burrito. Oh, God, I love it. And then for dinner, I'm having leftover chicken legs.
Yummy.
I've been enjoying cooking at home. It's been nice. I've been saving a ton of money. I haven't really been spending that much money. Was 250, felt versus sluggish. Yep. My fattest was when I was married. Like in 2022, I had 2 kids under 2. I had a nag. It was a cold winter. I got nagged if I went to the gym. Like I got kind of fat back in 2022. That was my worst. Now I feel a lot better now. I feel very clean, especially since I've been eating at home a lot. I feel good. I feel delicious. Okay, except for the occasional sickness from my kids. I'm getting only protein shakes in the morning until 12. I don't even eat breakfast usually. I'm just not hungry in the morning. I'm not fat, dummy. When I was a bodybuilder, I was 205, felt sluggish too. Were you bulking, bro? You go to the gym 2 times per day. Why not just go once? Why not just go once, okay? I just go once. I don't need to go to the gym twice a day. I never understood that. Go to the gym, get your workout, leave the gym. I go 5 times a day, bro. I tried working out twice a day. One time it crushed me. Like, ooh, it was exhausting. Twice a day. Just do once. I'm 6'2". I think people that say they work out twice a day, I think they're like socially working out, if you know what I mean. I'm 6'2", 235. Ideal weight is a solid 220. You must be pumping grams of rest to be at 350. In my middle age, lean is great than anything else. I like having some muscle. And honestly, if I don't lift, I kind of get like fat. If I just run every day, I'd rather have like a combination of cardio and lifting. That's why I alternate cardio lift. I lifted yesterday. That's great. Grams of you don't need that crap. Steroids are delicious. It works until you get to a certain age. Look at The Rock. I've never taken those in my life. People used in high school, because I was crazy into lifting back then and I was on a very strict diet. People accused me of taking the roids in high school. And I didn't. It was a lie.
You're taking roids because you're very muscular and fit.
I'm like, no, moron. I go to the gym. I'm like, you Amerifats. Yeah. And Batista and Arnold. I was taking roids a few years back. You don't need roids. Just run, lift, and eat a healthy diet. You don't need to put that crap into your body. Eventually, your heart can't handle it. Why are you taking tests? Why? You're like in your early 20s. You don't need that. Maybe when you're 50. And every now and then I sprinkle in some. What is that? You people are nuts, man. I'll start cutting for the summer beach body. Summer, I can't wait to go to the beach, bro. Half those guys that developed heart problems. Even Arnold had valve replacement. Yeah. If Strongman helped on 250 milligrams test, he would look like a Chad. I'm not taking it. No, my testosterone is just fine. I don't need to take it. Strongman thinks I'm fat. Well, send me a selfie, bro. Let's go. Yeah, that's why I keep it at. You don't need that, Gil. Skipping non-member comments, $5. Thank you. And I do take a break and lower it. 6'2", 350 is obese. I'm 6 foot 205. Picture of perfect health. Yeah, he looks thin. He looks normal. Gym 3 to 4 days a week. See, yeah, that's healthy. Yeah, just work out. You don't need to take these supplements. And a bit of intermittent fasting helps as well. I don't fast. I guess you could count because I eat dinner. I maybe have a snack, like a yogurt at 8 or 9. And then I don't eat until 11, 12 the next day. So I guess I fast for roughly 12, 13 hours over the night. That's my fast. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Do you watch Alex Hermosi? I have a home gym, and sometimes we'll break up the workout twice a day. Chest, triceps, legs at night. Yeah, I mean, I drive to the gym, so I just don't want to get up, go to the gym, come back, shower, hang out, and then go back to the freaking gym again. Working out 3 to 4 times a week is prime. I usually get about 5 workouts a week. Gym at my complex. No one goes there. Socializing with myself. That's nice. They're opening a gym in my community. It's just taking forever. Please. I hate driving to that gym. Please open the local gym. It'd be so nice. Don't need to be doing 5 to 6 days. 3 days of lifting weights is enough and gives you good rest. The other days for cardio. All right. Dude, when you're 20, you're a walking roid if you're a healthy male. Exactly. I don't understand why you're taking this stuff. Kids in your 20s, you don't need anything. Your body restores everything. Yep. Exactly. If I need to take testosterone, I'll do it. But I'm almost 37, and I don't need it. Anavar's Hollywood Juice. It hardens and dries your muscles when you are lean. Sending selfies. So I want to see. Come on. No homo. Only strongman would do that. That's right. I know. I want you to send me a selfie. I'm not sending you a selfie. Gil's a madman. Strongman, yeah, that's your fast. You skip breakfast, so there you go. Yep, pretty much. I'm 6'4", 290, an actual strongman athlete. Yeah. A lot of people say you don't need them, but all the best athletes. Yeah, okay, you're not a professional athlete, Gil. You're not competing at a Olympic level. You're just a regular dude. You don't need to take this stuff. Or even younger. Gil, are you in Hollywood? I used to go to Hollywood Gym at La Brea in my 20s. Arkvin is the best in the group. Dude's ripped. He is pretty jacked. I want to rub my hand on his abs with oil. Woo! Not too far from here, but I've been back in the day. Nice, guys. All right, well, my phone says the market's open, so let's go check it out, and then we'll close shop here. All right, silver's down 3.4%. Ooh, we got gold down almost 3%. Let's look at our subscriber stocks. Corning down 1%, nothing crazy. Talk down 0.5%. SCHK and ITOT barely down. Fiverr's in the green. Avuv up 0.38%. Small value, bro. I mean, you can see the rotation. It's for the last couple of years, it was all large cap tech, large cap tech, large cap tech. And now you're seeing energy go up. You're seeing utilities go up. You're seeing consumer staples go up. You're seeing international go up. That is the rotation. It happens, people. Okay. Even if you have the best stocks in the world, they don't always outperform. I know this is a difficult concept. It's impossible, bro. You mentioned my US, bro. All the time, bro. It's so easy, bro. Pepe up almost 1%. XLE flying up almost 1%. And of course, Dogecoin Treasury, bruh. Dogecoin Treasury, bruh. Up 1.73%. And then Crapdo. Ooh, MicroStrategy. Everything's red except for Ethereum, Doge, and Trump coin. And then the indices themselves. Oh, VT's down 0.25%. Dang. QQQ's down 0.39%. And VXUS is down 0.5%. My international's failing me this morning. The big winner today is China. China. I got about $4,000 in China. I'm up, bro. By my course, bro. Ugh. Oh, all right. Well, I need some coffee, so let's do some final member-only comments, and then we'll close this down. You're not far from Arkvin. It's an old gym. It's an old gym still there. Oh. I think you had a typo there. When I was younger, I wanted to get into fitness, and I discovered it was pretty, it's pretty rainbow. They offered you jobs with a condition, couldn't do. Oh, you didn't want to sell your butt for a job, dude? Come on, just one time, just one plundering, and you get a nice job. It's worth it. LA is a wasteland. I'm there often for work. I don't like the West Coast. I like the East Coast. I like the South. Okay, it's warm and it's based. The South is the greatest place on earth. Without a doubt, the South is just the greatest place. The greatest place on earth. The stories you hear online, they are true. Everything is inner city. It's the worst. I'm sure I've seen that gym. I drove by LA, brah. I met a famous Hollywood agent once, and he wanted to pay me to clap girls and watch. No joke. At a hotel. Wow. I used to live there, moved a long time ago. Know his girlfriends or girls he knew. Man, Gil's getting into the corn industry. Which standard Gil, Hollywood or DTLA? Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you guys at the market close. Like, subscribe, consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also, consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. You can book a free 30-minute consultation in the first link in the pinned comment below. In the second link in the pinned comment below is my link tree, which shows you all of my services, my tax consultations, my sponsored videos. If you send me $50, 45 if you're a member, I'll talk about whatever you want. My book, Stop Being a Broke Loser's in there. My free Discord's in there. Click on that first link, book a free tax consultation. Click on that second link. Check out my link tree. Give me money, and you guys have a wonderful day. Cheers.